Now then, hobbyists. Sundays were a strange day for television when I was growing up, moving past the mornings with the enforced episodes of The Waltons and the afternoon designed for some kind of soap opera omnibus. We hit early evening, while waiting for Sunday dinner to be served, with the house smelling of roast beef and Yorkshire pudding. It raised the question on what to watch. Skirting past songs of praise banging the religious drum and avoiding ITV showing Highway to Heaven, which was like some sort of mundane mix of Quantum Leap and The Littlest Hobo, usually you found yourself resting on BBC Two. Many a Sunday we watched the Money programme or Jeff Banks' Clothes Show, not for any other reason than it was less disagreeable than the other options. One such programme was Ski Sunday. Now, I have never skied. Yes, I have been sledging, but for me, skiing wasn't even a question, as it was deemed a pastime for those that lived at the tippity top of Scotland or in Nordic countries. For me, I've never seen the appeal of dressing in some kind of a luminous migraine of an outfit, strapping 2 planks to my feet and hurling myself down a mountain. In honesty, it looked cold and too much like hard work to bother with. If I ever do go on a skiing holiday, I'll be the chap sat at the chalet enjoying the sunshine by a patio heater whilst drinking a hot chocolate so rich and chocolatey that I could only imagine it's been wallowed in by Augustus Gloop. In honesty, I didn't really understand Ski Sunday. Obviously it was people going down a hill, zigzagging or zagzagging through flags dressed in skin-tight onesies with a huge helmet on, and when they got to the bottom there were more cowbells than a Blue Oyster Cult single, where they would be rewarded with a score. To my knowledge, they never showed anyone actually winning, as the programme seemed to be a snapshot of the event recorded at the most boring point. They didn't really show anything like ski jumping, which I could imagine would be more interesting. Maybe winter games, instead of being heavily based on skiing, should be things like de-icing your car the quickest so you can get to work. The reason why I'm rambling on about this is recently the chief engineer and myself were out getting footage of the RC cars, and we happened upon a dry ski slope. This raises a very good question. Can you drive a Tamiya radio control car down a dry ski slope?
I think we're allowed to park here.
We are. As we were out filming for the day, we had a few cars to choose from, but it was decided that the Tamiya dump truck with its GF01 chassis would be the ideal candidate. So we strapped the GoPro to it and we sent it on its voyage, like a scene from the Apollo project where astronauts would have to start the journey, but here we have less explosive substances or Kubrick to take over. The ascent was difficult, and it was good to have the 4-wheel drive power and the large radius wheels to be able to get up the slope with the black metal Tamiya dump truck. A couple of times we did think that we would have to climb over there and help it out, but it kept going, it kept persevering, like Tomkinson's school days from Ripping Yarns. Maybe longer than it should have taken us to think of this, it was deemed a better idea to drive up the side of the slope, so then that way we could have reached the top a little bit quicker. This was better, the torque tune motor doing a splendid job of climbing. Nothing can stop us now. Eventually, we got it together and we reached the summit. The view was good. Admittedly, we didn't really have our hopes set too high, but can you drive a Tamiya down a dry ski slope? I would say that's a yes. So you don't miss out on further videos and similar nonsense, please like, feel free to comment, definitely subscribe and press that bell-shaped thingy to be woken up at all hours for further content. But for now, that's your lot.